far do celebrities go in over-sexualizing themselves in order to sell albums or movies? Well, Nicki Minaj is definitely getting some criticism after she released her latest single called Anaconda, and the album cover is a little raunchy to say the least. It features her wearing a G-string, and she's showing her derriere, as you can see. It's an incredible derriere. I don't know whether it's real or fake. I know that there's that debate. I don't even want to have that debate. I don't care. But after she put this out, there were a number of critics who said, you know what, she went way too far in that photo. It just reveals too much. One of those individuals is a man by the name of Chuck Creekmer, and he's actually with allhiphop.com, and he said the following: I was just disappointed. As a man, I can appreciate the virtues of your perfect posterior. The dad guy is not a happy camper, particularly now that his little girl is transitioning into a young lady. I just love that as soon as dudes have children, especially like a little girl, they're like, oh, I can't believe it. This is disgusting. But I'm really curious about what Creekmer would have said before he had kids. He'd probably be like all up in that.
Well, he'd love to be.
Right. Okay.
I'm not sure he would be, but he would like to be.
So I didn't really understand this criticism. I thought that it was kind of unnecessary because it's nothing new. Look, I don't think that it's tasteful. I'm going to put it out there, but I don't care because I'm so desensitized to this kind of imagery when it comes to the music industry and celebrities, right?
Someone in the music industry being distasteful must be a first. Probably never happened before. It didn't happen in rock and roll. It didn't happen in punk. It didn't happen in hip hop before. It's never happened before. Must be Nicki Minaj. How dare she?
Exactly.
Okay.
So anyway, I actually think that Nicki Minaj's response to this criticism was smart, okay? And I'll tell you why. So she responds back by posting an image of a Sports Illustrated cover showing 3 beautiful models showing off their bums, okay? They got their cheeks hanging out. They're obviously sexualized. They're obviously there because they're looking good. And no one really criticized that. And she used the caption, angelic, acceptable. So when models, light-skinned models do it, it's considered angelic and respectable and no one really has a big problem with it. But when Nicki Minaj does it, it's considered too much because her butt is too big.
Can a butt really be too big? I think that's a fair question, and I have an answer for that, yes. First of all, let me note my confusion on whether I should be turned on by Nicki Minaj or not. She's an attractive young lady, but there's so many body parts that look so unnatural that I'm like, really? I mean, what am I going to do with that ass? Okay, I know that a lot of people
know what they do with
I
that
know,
ass.
a lot of people have very good ideas on what to do with it, but I'm not among them. It looks gargantuan. It looks ridiculous. But on the issue of her ass versus white asses on Sports Illustrated, she's 1,000,000% right. Why do you think guys who buy Sports Illustrated buy the swimsuit model and look at those girls' asses? Because they're interested in art? Oh, well, that's very aesthetically pleasing.
Well, isn't Sports Illustrated all about the sports? I'm sure they're reading sports articles and
Oh,
stuff.
of course. They're like, oh, really? What sports do these lovely ladies, lovely lasses play?
They read about cricket.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so it's the same thing. So of course she's right that she shouldn't be criticized for that. The music industry's been doing this forever. The entire entertainment industry has been doing this forever.
They have been doing it forever. Oh, and then on the other hand, if people want to criticize, let them criticize, right? Like, you put it out there, you knew that there were going to be a number of haters. People were going to say that you've gone too far. And look, if you look at mass media as a whole, everyone is over-sexualized. It's not just women, it's men as well. It's all about the abs and the sexy muscles and you're shirtless and you're shaking it. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's sex sells. That's the way it works. It's what Americans want. It's what Americans buy. It's what Americans whack off to. So it works. It works.
I didn't see that coming. Literally.